Let's say this briefly this morning. See, if you know your sexual orientation does not match with that of your partner, there is no need to marry them. If you are a gay, don't go and get married to a woman and punish her. If you are a lesbian, don't go and get married to a man and start punishing him. See, this morning, I don't want to talk about the evil behind being a gay or a lesbian. No, that's not my focus for this morning. But my major focus for this morning is, if you know your sexual orientation does not go well with that of your partner, let them be, leave them alone, don't marry them. Because we are in a society these days where gays are getting married to women. You sex-starve them. You go around sleeping with men. You don't touch them from here, so you begin to make them ask themselves questions if they are good enough for you. Whereas you are a gay, whereas you are sleeping with other men, whereas your admiration is to boys and men, whereas your sexual orientation is not what she wants. If she knew you were a gay, she wouldn't have married you. So why go to marry somebody's daughter if you are a gay? If you know you are attracted to only men and be punishing her. See, God will judge you. Why go to marry somebody's son, or why allow somebody's son to propose to you, pay for your bride price, have an elaborate wedding when you know you are a lesbian, when you know that you are not attracted to the opposite sex, when you know that you are attracted to the same sex, when you know you are attracted to women like you. See, I want to say this that may shock some persons. Most persons you know that avoid sexual contact with their partners, it's not because they have issues, it's not because they don't love them, it's because most of them are gays, it's because most of them are lesbian. But my point this morning is, why get married to somebody that does not have the same sexual orientation with you? Why not let them be? Why not allow somebody that has the same sexual orientation with them to marry them? Why imprisoning them all in the name of marriage? Why enslaving them all in the name of marriage? Why caging them all in the name of marriage? Is that not wickedness? Is that not actually wickedness? A lot of men are into these gay stuff. A lot of men are into this gay stuff. The other day, somebody sent me a message. You know, the message was not sounding too well. The message was not sitting too well in my spirit. And I complained to the person that I got to know the person. I said, this person's message is not pleasant to me. That's when the person started opening up to me that this person is a gay, and yet this person is married. They have children. Me, I told the person, if I sent a message and I want the person to say, don't try that nonsense with me. But you know you are a gay, yet you got married to a woman. You know you are a lesbian, and yet you got married to a man. Is that not wickedness? Is that not being evil? Is that not being demonic? We have a lot of ministers that are gays, a lot of pastors, a lot of prophets, a lot of apostles, a lot of deacons, a lot of bishops, a lot of denomination now have now begun to ordain lesbian reverend fathers or reverend sisters, or lesbian pastors, or lesbian bishop, or lesbian whatever, or homosexual whatever, or people that are campaigning for homosexuality. They are beginning to ordain them. That means gradually the madness is beginning to enter into Christendom. Gradually the madness is beginning to penetrate into Christianity, where men of God can be gay, where women of God can be gay. And when they want to talk, they'll say, after all, it was God that created them too. Hey, listen to me. It was also God that created the Lucifer that rebelled against him. It was also God that created the serpent that influenced Adam and Eve. It was also God that created Adam and Eve that disobeyed him. God said the serpent, the Bible says rather in the book of Genesis, that the serpent is the most subtle creature created by God. He said it's the most subtle creature. That means there are other subtle creatures. So don't put it on the fact that God created you and God is aware of it. God is aware of it does not mean that God supports it. God is aware of it does not mean that God likes it. God is aware of it does not mean that God is blessing it. Don't marry a woman if you are a gay. Go and follow your fellow gays. Don't marry a man if you are a lesbian. Go and follow your fellow lesbian. So I know of a young man of God sometime. He was doing well, he was working from Edo State. He happens to be somebody from the same state with me here in Nigeria, in Africa. You know, he married a pastor's daughter. A pastor from Benue. He married a pastor's daughter. And for the 9 to 10 years they were married, he didn't know that his wife was a lesbian. The wife brings a lot of female friends. So the lady was also an ordained pastor, ordained by the father, ordained by the blind father, because the father knew. And they packaged that and they gave to somebody's son that is not a gay. They gave to somebody's son that all he wanted was to marry a woman and not a fellow man. The woman brought so many girls in the man's house, was bringing so many girls that she was sleeping with, committing sacrilege under the house of the husband. My question is, why did you marry if you know you are still attracted to the opposite, to your fellow sex? If you know you are still attracted to a woman, why marry a man? If you know you are still attracted to a man, why marry a woman? It is punishment, it is evil. If you are under the sound of my voice and you are a lesbian or a gay and you decide to get married, you are an evil person. You are a wicked person. You are a wicked person. The Bible says, and the two shall become one. And the two shall become one. The Bible was not talking of Adam and Adam. He was not talking of Adam or Eve and Eve. He was talking of Eve and Adam. Marriage is an institution consecrated by God himself. He said it is not good for the man to be alone. Let us get the man a helpmate. Then out of the ribs of the man, he put the man into sleep. Then out of the ribs of the man, he brought the woman out. And he said this will be the helpmate of the man. You are an helpmate to a man and not to a woman. So, see, no matter how you try to paint it, the pulpit is not for gays and lesbians. No matter how much spiritual power you think you have, the pulpit is not for gays and lesbians. The reason why people can boldly now come out, I've been having the association of gays and lesbians, is because the church is beginning to support it indirectly. Because there are so many pastors, there are so many prophets, there are so many bishops, there are so many apostles that are not gays, that are not lesbians. There are so many denominations that are now ordaining gay priests, gay pastors, gay bishops. I saw one online the other day. See, every sign of the end time is obvious. He said, and this shall be the sign of the end time. It is so obvious. See, you are an evil man if you decide to marry a woman knowing fully well that you are attracted to a fellow man. You are an evil woman if you get married to a man knowing fully well that you are attracted to a woman. You start making them doubt the potency of marriage. You start making them doubt the blessing that is attached to marriage. And if you discover in between the marriage that you are attracted to men, or you are attracted to fellow men, or attracted to fellow men, your partner deserves the right to know. Your partner deserves the right to know. If they can stay, they stay. If they cannot stay, they walk away. But you deceiving them under this guy because of what people will say. They'll say, oh, the man is not getting married, or the woman is not getting married. You are going to get married to somebody that have planned their life very well, that are not gays, that are not lesbian. You are an evil person. You are an evil person. And let me tell you something. You are going to give account of all those things someday. You are going to give account of the fact that you decide to cage a man or cage a woman, knowing fully well your sexual orientation. See, God say, he said, when a man find death, a wife, a woman, he find a good and obtain a favor for the Lord. He asked the woman to be submissive to the man, not the woman, and he asked the man to love the woman. Nothing in the Bible or nothing about God was written or made accidentally. God is an intentional God. He's a purposeful God. Women marry women, men marry men. That's not my business this morning. But my business is now, why put an innocent person into your stupid venture? Why put an innocent person into your wicked venture? Why make them go through what they don't want to go through? See, It's sounding like a joke. One day, the second coming of the Lord Jesus Christ is going to be very, very obvious. It's going to happen, and you are going to give account of that life. So you may even cover it from man and nobody will know, but you cannot hide it from God. Evil people everywhere. The pulpit should be casting against it. The people should be speaking against it. Men of God should be speaking against it. Women of God should be speaking against it. Bishops should be speaking against it. They say after all, it was God that created them. They are human beings too. God created Lucifer too. It was the same God that created Judas that betrayed Jesus. That created Peter that denied Jesus. It was the same God that created all the people that persecuted Jesus and crucified Jesus. God is aware of it does not mean that God is in support of it. God knows about it does not mean that God is in support of it. Tell that man about your sexual orientation. Tell that woman about your sexual orientation. Love is not enough. Truthfulness and commitment is also key. Truthfulness and commitment is also key. Transparency is also key. A lot of men have caught their wives sleeping with women, but yet they are swallowing it. A lot of women have caught their husbands sleeping with fellow men, and yet they are swallowing it because of the secrecy of marriage. That is you being in a demonic union. And I think you should go back to the persons that wedded you people for counseling. It is an antichrist kind of behavior. Don't deceive people where you already know your sexual orientation, where you already know your sexual perfection, where you already know your sexual route. Why come in to destroy the life of somebody that must have planned their lives very well? It is evil. It is evil. It is evil, and the pulpit must start speaking against it. The Christian body must start speaking against it. The Islam body must start speaking against it, because you have just succeeded in ruining another person's life that was not part of your evil plan. And you go to church on Sunday and you say the Lord is good, and you say what God cannot do does not exist. With your wickedness, with your wicked act. My advice for you this morning: free that man, free that woman before the wrath of God falls upon you. Because it's not going to be for too long. 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 The evil will be exposed, and the shame as usual will go to the devil. No matter what you think you are, no matter what you think your reason for being a gay or lesbian is, don't involve somebody else into it. Somebody else's future. Imagine a gay raising a male child. Imagine a lesbian raising a female child. What becomes of them? You think because you are giving the church money, you have the right and liberty to do anything you want. Whatever God does not bless, He does not support. And whatever God does not support, He can never bless. Good morning.